welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome, cross watchers. If you're brand new to the channel, happy to have you join us. I'm going to jump in. I've got Angels and Ancestors Oracle here. One of Kyle Gray's decks. So let's see what message comes through for those of you watching. From Angels and Ancestors. I'll even read a little bit out of the guidebook for the message. Let's see. Ha! She-wolf. Unleash the wild within. Ow! Okay. She-wolf. See if I can find it. Let your wild side up and out. Unleash your talents and desires. The extended message here is you are being rewilded at this time. Guided to reconnect with your rebellious heart, the part of you that likes to break boundaries and go beyond them completely. If you've been holding back on your hopes or dreams, you're being encouraged to chase after them now. Let the wolf energy within help you track down what direction you want to go in, and don't let any traps or hunters get in the way of your freedom or your growth. The life you want is here. I love it. We just came through the cold moon, the full moon in Gemini. Not too late to watch that reading because we're still in the energy of the full moon. It sort of lingers for about 3 days. It peaked on the 15th. So, yeah. I'm just saying. Last full moon of the year. Pisces in general doesn't have a lot of that she-wolf energy, and I'm speaking broadly, so every now and then, right, we've got to get that earth energy back in, up, and out. Sort of primal, something more primal is what I feel you're being called to acknowledge and channel for yourselves, especially those of you who are here as the Pisces energy. I love that for you. Beautiful. So I'm just going to come in with a Celtic cross, some messages for you here astrologically. We had the full moon, Mercury stationed direct, thank goodness, on the 15th. In a couple days, on the 19th, as a reminder, we have Venus will be trining Jupiter. That's lovely geometry, very supportive, very beneficial, possibly some good luck in matters of the heart. Yes. And that's shortly before we hit solstice on the 21st, and the sun moves into Capricorn shortly after that, okay? So I know, energies are shifting. I'll wish you all a beautiful Christmas for those who celebrate in advance, as I may not see you before that. I think your next reading might be after that. I'm not sure. All right. Here we go. Let's see what's coming through for you. Four of Swords. Nice overall energy of healing, reflection, post the retrograde, how you're kind of integrating everything. The challenge here, yeah, 10 of Swords. So it's after some kind of painful ending, something that you're now healing and integrating. It's already done. So it's the putting the pieces back together. At the root of the problem, though, Four of Cups, some lingering disappointment, maybe some sense of emotional distance here. In the past, Four of Pentacles, guarded energy, maybe yours, maybe theirs. In your conscious awareness, Three of Pentacles. So this is what is top of mind for you, is about some need for cooperation in the near future. The Star. All hope is not lost. I love this. But the Star is also healing, but it's also direction. So let's see, the Lovers, yes, the Hanged Man, yes, and the Eight of Cups. So Spirit's talking to you about choices. The Lovers is a card of choice, and it's also about what is choosing you. Are you choosing the same thing at the same time is top of mind for you as well. And the Hanged Man, the hidden energy for your person, is they may have hit pause at this moment. Not a bad thing entirely, because sometimes the Hanged Man is about perspective. This person may be taking that 30,000 foot view and re-evaluating everything as well, which isn't terrible, but it can also just mean that there's a standstill for whatever reason. The question is it a standstill because they're evaluating something and waiting for some enlightenment, or are things sort of growing stagnant? That's the question to be answered in this situation. And as you move forward, how things might unfold, the Eight of Cups is about your journey and about what you're carrying forward with you into this new year. And not everything's going to come with you, because some stuff doesn't serve you anymore and has to be left behind. So it's not necessarily a walking away, but it's, you know, what do you get to bring forward, what has served you, what does not, and so we carry on. So that's a storyline I'm looking at here. We're entering the picture with some healing after something painful has concluded. Eight of Wands, Seven of Cups, Eight of Swords. Maybe some confusing communication, possibly even a little bit of a lack of closure, because that Eight of Swords suggests to me that you're not really sure what your next best step is. Okay? You know, because the cards from the bottom of the deck, for those who are new, it's like, you know, it's an internal reference. It's what you can't see because it's unconscious awareness. It can also be what's playing out behind the scenes. So you may be stuck, they may be stuck as well. That's why the Hanged Man. And now where do we go from here? Lots of options, but where there are lots of options, there can be a lot of confusion. There can be mixed messages. It can be very overwhelming. Like a now, where do we go? Now, what do we do? Right? I'm in healing mode. We've had this painful ending. We're communicating, but it's all kind of a mishmash. We're not making sense here. Or are we on the same page? Or are we not on the same page? Are we in this? Are we not in this? So I sort of feel you're at this regrouping stage is where I feel I'm entering the scene in this reading. And the stuck energy is you're not sure what comes next. So let's see, at the root of the problem is the Four of Cups. Okay. Well, there's just this disappointment or disillusionment, unhappiness, and almost a sense of like an I don't get it. I don't get it. And that's what needs to be overcome. And you kind of have to help each other. What lands on that is the Hierophant. So part of the root of the problem here is there's no real committed energy that's keeping you invested, that's keeping you, right? Things fall apart, it looks pretty easily. Or there isn't something that's keeping you locked in even during the difficult times. And we've got this Knight of Wands from the bottom of the deck. Again, maybe playing out behind the scenes is this pattern of an in and out. When times get hard, out the back door. When the dust settles, back in the front door. When times get hard, out the back door. Do you see what I'm saying? There's a lot of passion. And that's a good thing. But there's no plan. So it's all based on the impulse in the moment, the passion in the moment, and maybe that's part of the problem. That's maybe what needs to be overcome. And so that's at the root of the problem. Let's look in the past. Four of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. The Moon. Judgment. Yeah. Because from the bottom of the deck again, we have this behind the scenes repeat of I come in, they come in, I forgive, we kind of reunite, there's the reconciliation, and then they go back out because they cannot invest. There's a lack of reciprocity. Here, let me just say, so that I can normalize this for you, it has appeared in almost every reading. This cycle of readings so far. There's a theme coming through the collective of there's one party, usually those of you watching, because you're the ones seeking out the assistance, seeking out the like, what the hell is happening here, right? And it's usually those who are seeking that guidance that are carrying more than their fair share. And right? And feeling kind of like, what is happening? I don't understand. Are they in it? Are they not in it? Are we a thing? Are we not a thing? Is this heading somewhere? What is going on? And there's been in the past for you this sort of fear-based guardedness because you keep offering forgiveness and investing yourself and carrying more than your fair share, and nothing comes back toward you. And so the wall gets a little higher each time. Every time you cycle through, the wall gets a little higher and your heart gets a little more shuttered, locked down, smaller in terms of what's available. And the resentments grow. You know? Until we have a breakdown or a blow up or, you know, a painful disengagement, going to, you know, some kind of separation that neither of you probably want, but that seems the only solution. Three of Pentacles is top of mind. Five of Swords, Three of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Right? Are you with me or are you against me? What's top of mind for you is, are you my friend in this or are you the enemy? You know, I'm feeling very defeated here, and I'm feeling like I have to protect myself from your intentions. And I dread what's coming at me. The Three of Wands, the ship's coming in, anticipating what's coming toward you with some amount of dread. Five of Pentacles, feeling devalued, feeling either shunned or just aware of the destabilized energy in the connection, that you don't have their cooperation, that you don't have their good intentions, that they're not your friend. Yeah. So top of mind is, are you in this? Are we in this together? Are you cooperating? Are you on the same page? Or are you in it for yourself and what you can get out of this? Because that's what I'm anticipating is kind of the worst. And the Star in the near future, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Nine of Swords. So I'm not necessarily seeing lost hope here, but I'm seeing you close to that. In the near future, you're like really torn. Like, I'm not sure what I'm dealing with. I'm not sure about what's real here. Is this the love of my life? I don't know. because what your energy source inside is so frayed, is so frazzled, is so uncertain, and has been tried and tested, and it looks to me from the storyline that's coming through pretty torn down. So it's hard to come from a position of strength, from a position of confidence, from a sense of, yeah, I know who this person is at their core and I trust it. I just think, we're having miscommunication. That's not what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a real question about who you're dealing with, and therefore uncertainty when it comes to, it's not like you've lost hope, but like, I'm not sure I have all hope for this connection. You're worried in the near future. There's uncertainty. And so Spirit is talking to you about the Lover's card. And the choices, there's the Two of Wands and the Page of Wands and the Six of Cups. It's about choosing what you really desire, both of you. And doing that sort of with an agreement that you might need to start from square one. This is also a message that has been coming through a lot of readings. There's an energy that Spirit's tapping into here that seems to suggest the construct of past life soulmates, twin flame energies here. And if that speaks to you, then it's about choosing that path of a sacred connection. There's something more that needs to be learned, and you kind of got to go back to square one. Page of Pentacles. It has something to learn. There's something basic. There's something like it's almost like you're jumping ahead. You're skipping a step. There's something foundational, which is why I'm glad the Three of Pentacles is top of mind, because that's foundational. There's something foundational that's being missed here. And it has something to do with choice. The Lovers is a card of choice. The Two of Wands is a card of choice. There's something foundational that's being missed. And I'm not really clear on what that is, but that's what you're being guided to with your message from Spirit is, what do you really want? Right? Because the Three of Wands is dependent upon the Two of Wands. This comes first. In a world of possibilities. There it is. Looking out on the horizon. It's a big ass world out there. What do you want? What path is likely to get you there? And what do you need to set in motion so that it arrives? Because right now, what you anticipate arriving is the shit end of the stick. When you think about what you're building, when you think about the foundation of this relationship, when you think about the investment of the other person, their level of cooperation and co-creation, whether or not you even have the basis of a friendship, you're not so sure. You're not so sure. You've got that, that they've got your best interests at heart. So, Spirit's drawing your attention to that for a reason, and sort of remember that I like to say often, not always, but often, that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Back to the basics and the beginning. Even with somebody that you may know for a long time, or somebody that you really need to evaluate the basis of the friendship, with, or somebody that is a past life soulmate. And so in their hidden energy, we have the Hanged Man. Yeah. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Big news here. Hanged Man, Seven of Pentacles, Hanged Man. A lot of hold up. This person has pumped the brakes, has slowed their roll. This is patience personified. Nothing's moving, but it's by design. This is somebody who needs time. Needs a lot of time. They are evaluating something. They are looking at everything, every which way. I don't think they're buying time necessarily. I think this is somebody who is cultivating something. And why I say that is, what's from the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles can talk about new beginnings, which after a Ten of Swords, that's kind of where we'd have to go. Talks about up-leveling, right? Could talk about a big offer to you. But it looks to me like this person is really seeking some form of enlightenment. They may need to be making some sacrifices for this to occur as well. Hanged Man can often be a sacrifice, right? So they may need some time to cultivate whatever it is they need. So, I mean, if I was doing a private reading, let's say, and, it could be as, seriously, honestly, it could be as matter of fact as they need time to work more and save money for an engagement ring. It could be something like that. I'm giving you that as an example of how tangible and 3D world it can be. But what I'm seeing here is somebody who has pumped the brakes, who is in a frame of evaluating something from a lot of different angles, is cultivating in sort of more of an organic, right? Something that's unfolding more organically as they look at it from different perspectives, as they contemplate internally. Remember, this is an internal reference point in the psyche, in unconscious awareness, a new beginning in this relationship, or an up-leveling of it, or an offer that they plan to make. If, as it unfolds naturally. This is not somebody who's going to come back around and repeat the old pattern. So it feels to me like whoever this is having a shift, a major shift of perspective. But the fact that we have the Ace of Pentacles from the bottom of the deck is a very positive sign. They're seeing things differently. And they need the time to kind of process that. The Hanged Man is a perspective card, a process card, a spiritual card. Not helping you that it doesn't move, right? That there's no real movement. But that's buying you time for the guidance that Spirit has given you. And now, as things unfold going forward, Eight of Cups, Temperance, Magician, King of Pentacles. See, I'm feeling that this is going in a good direction. As soon as I saw the hidden energies, I felt it. I'm feeling like it's going in a good direction. The direction that you want, that the two of you need to overcome some obstacles to get to that something more committed. right? Like everything kind of had to come to a very brutal, painful ending to kind of shake things up to get to where you're headed. It's a new leg of the journey. That is why that Page of Pentacles is here. And it's requiring of you that temperance energy, which is sort of a little bit of grace, a little bit of going with the flow, some self-control, restraint. This is the higher octave of Sagittarian energy, which is what this Knight of Wands is. So this could be coming from your person. It can be a sort of shared energy, because if the Knight of Wands just represents a pattern that's been in the connection, then the Temperance is representing the higher octave of the improvement of that, where you're not operating on impulse and the drive in the moment, where you're kind of both pulled back a little, coming from some spiritual wisdom that says it's all going to come into flow and balance as we move forward on this journey. It's what you're manifesting here. You have everything working for you. So I'm not seeing the Eight of Cups as a walking away. I'm seeing it as the continuation of a journey, and certain things that you're gonna, they might be confusing now, right? But all of that is just mishmash from the past. You just have to leave it behind as you continue on. Because what we have here are 8 cups. What makes the 10 of cups? We are missing 2, the 2 of cups. So it's like a journey to the 2 of you, if that makes sense. It's sort of my own little idealized way of looking at this particular scenario. And underneath, what's driving it all is a King of Pentacles. Someone who will show up for you, who will not flip away, who is available for something more committed, more invested, when they haven't been heretofore. My new favorite word. I've been saying it in every reading. I should push my glasses up, heretofore. Right? Where you've been carrying it all and now you're not gonna. A new leg of the journey is opening up. You're manifesting it. That's why this is really important, this part from Spirit. Okay? So that's what I see for you, Pisces, here. This part so far. And I do want to see this King of Pentacles and all that's going on over here. That's what I'm going to be focusing on in the extended, and the links for that are below. Link 1, option 1 is a monthly renewal. So please know that if you just want this extended, it is option number 2. You have to scroll to link number 2 to see that. And I'm going to give you the astrology, but if you have enjoyed this reading so far and have not yet done so, please do subscribe below. That is always my request and our energetic exchange here on this platform. So, what do we got going for you here? We've got Strength card is Leo. The Hierophant is Taurus. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. The Moon is Pisces. Judgment is Pluto, which rules Scorpio. The Star is Aquarian energy. Lovers is Gemini. Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Hanged Man came out twice. That's Neptune, which is your ruling planet, Pisces. So that's associated with Pisces. Temperance is more Sagittarian energy. We're in Sag season, so this is so current. Magician is Mercury, which is now direct. Rules Virgo and Gemini, and more Taurus with our King of Pentacles. And don't forget, you got a little she-wolf, unleash the wild within. And that's what I have for you. And I'm going to head to the extended, looking from this King of Pentacles point of view at the connection. What's their perspective? What's the hanging thing, Seven of Pentacles thing? Maybe we'll get more of an explanation of all of this and their take on the connection, their take on you. How do they see you, think about you, feel about you? What are their intentions toward you in this relationship? And that's what we'll be exploring. I'm headed there now. I'll see you in a second. Bye for now.